What is going on, everybody? Welcome to, what is this? Do2 Bet Daily. That's what it is. September 15th, 2022. We've got two Ultimans here with us who went 2-0 yesterday. My Astros let us down to cost us that back-to-back day sweep. And we've got Saratoga Slim joining us for the very first time here on Do2 Bet Daily. Saratoga Slim, welcome to the show, man. How you doing?
It is great to be here. I want to talk about this Thursday night football game, so I'm real excited about it. So thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course, man. We got a banger this week. Like last year, we had some awful Thursday night football games. I'm talking about awful Thursday night football games. We've been treated to two very good ones so far to kick off this year. We've got Chargers. We've got Chiefs tonight. They played last year on Thursday night football. It was an instant classic. That game went to overtime. The Chiefs ended up scoring a touchdown and covering that 3.5-point spread. Aaron, let's kick it off with you here. Chargers, Chiefs, what are you looking for in this game? Kind of what do you expect as a game flow here?
Well, I think the interesting part of this game is both defenses actually looked really good week one, right? So will that hold up now that we're playing two really good offenses? The Chiefs, obviously, I think are better than the Raiders offensively, and I think about anybody was better than the Arizona was in week one as far as that goes. So, I think, I don't think it's going to be quite as high scoring as people think, but you're not going to hold off Herbert. You're not going to hold off Mahomes. I know there's a key injury to the Chargers wide receiving core there that's going to be a bit of a problem. But at the end of the day, I think that's the key. How high scoring is this game going to go? Can they both get in the 30s? Is it going to be in the 20s? I think that's the key thing to kind of keep an eye on tonight.
It was interesting. I was looking over last year's games preparing to talk about tonight's game. Both first halves went way under last year. First quarter only had 7 points scored between the two teams in both first quarters combined. It was absolutely a scoring fest in the second half, though. Once they opened up and started just winging it, you just saw points all over the place. Papa Dude, did you look at the over-under all here? We're sitting at 54 right now for the full game, 27 for the first half. Do you have any interest in the over-under, or are you looking at the sides if you're going to make a play tonight?
I did look at the over-under, and I think if I was going to bet it with the offenses of the two teams, I probably would go over. I think there will be more scoring in the second half than there will be the first. My problem is this. I don't know where in the hell I'm going to watch this game. Where do I get that? How do I get it?
I guarantee you know someone with an Amazon Prime subscription. I bet 3 of the 4 people in these boxes have Amazon Prime subscriptions, in fact.
And one of them is your son.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. So if I have it, there's no doubt Sandy's got Amazon. So
yeah, I would say you have Amazon Prime.
Okay, the next question is, how do I get that on the damn TV?
Well, that may be a conversation for not on this show on how to get it on there, but
yeah, you got 6 hours or 7 hours to figure it out, sir. Get on it right after the show, please.
Sandy will know.
Okay.
Yes, I think so.
We'll know how to get it on there.
I think
just log onto your computer, log onto your Amazon Prime account. You should be able to get it right there if you look for Amazon Prime TV. Yeah, you should be fine. If nothing else,
now because I didn't even look at the game because I figured, what the hell, I can't get it anyway. So,
hey, I have a sidebar. Why did I not meet you, but I met your wife this summer at Saratoga? That's a good question.
No. You got that.
You met his ex-wife.
That's.
Welcome to the show,
all right,
Slim.
Sorry.
Well,
I don't know these things on the air.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Subject. Let's go back to what Mike asked me.
Anyway,
before we get into any other trouble, I'm going to have to tell my wife now to not watch this show today. But anyway, 54. Isn't that what it is?
Yes.
54. I don't know. I would probably go. Here's my problem with this game. I don't have a clue in this game. I really don't. And Slim's just threw me in a tizzy now. So I think I'm done for the rest of the show, Slim. Thanks a lot. You've really got me messed up. Shoddy says awkward. Not really. But if I was going to bet tonight, I think I'd take the Chiefs to cover. But the problem is every time I took the Chiefs to cover last year, they didn't. So I'm a little scared of that. I can't bet the Chargers. I just can't. They're too unreliable for me. So I'm just going to sit back. Now that I know I can watch the game, I'm just going to enjoy this one.
Yeah, it's an interesting matchup. This is the lowest you'll be able to buy the Chiefs in a long time against the Chargers. The first home game last year, week 2, the Chiefs were a 6.5-point favorite, sitting 4 currently, so 2.5 points less than last year. That game I referenced on the road later in the season, the Chiefs were a 3.5-point favorite. If you factor in home field, that's close to 6.5 or 7 there as well. So you're getting a discount here versus this year's Chiefs versus last year's Chiefs. If I played the side, I would be on the Chiefs. I agree with you there, Papa Dude. I'm really interested to see this over-under and how the game flow affects it. The Chargers play a too-high safety defense. They were the ones who really put the screws down on Mahomes early in the year, trying to create these long drives out of the Kansas City offense, make him dink and dunk his way down the field, and then not make a mistake, basically. And it worked to slow him early, and then they kind of got it going late. Slim, I know you're looking for some yards here from the Chiefs offense based on your bets. How do you think the Chiefs attack this defense? J.C. Jackson out or questionable right now. That could make a big difference if he's in or out. But they've got two of the better safeties in the NFL.
Oh, definitely. I mean, Mahomes, this is not going to be easy, but once we get into that shoot, and that's why I think you're onto something with that first half being low scoring. These games early in the season are usually messy. We saw it on the 1:00 games on Sunday. Every game was messy. And then by the second half, I still think we're in that mode, especially on a Thursday game where the defenses may be ahead of the offenses early in the season. They only had 2 or 3 days to prepare for this game. So first half, under, explosion in the second half. So any of my player props, I'm not going to be too upset because I think the second half is going to be where you're going to see, maybe 2 touchdowns per each side in the second half of this game.
Yeah, you can actually get anytime touchdowns at halftime now. I might like playing any second half touchdown at halftime to see if we do think that scoring is going to open up, especially if you have a lower scoring game. You might get a little bit better prices on those in the second half. I kind of like, because of the way that you're going to see San Diego attack Mahomes, I kind of like his attempts over. He's got 40.5 attempts right now sitting on the board. Last year, he threw 44 and 47 passes in the 2 games. If if San Diego does try and play that too high safety, and it is dump off, you're going to see him throw a lot of passes tonight. Aaron, do you think they're going to be able to run the ball? They had some success last year, but San Diego's run defense did look a little bit better week 1.
Nope. I don't think Chiefs are going to be able to run the ball until they show me they can run the ball. That's been a big problem with them ever since Damian Williams did not come back for the COVID year. And they really, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a guy I thought would replace him and be fine, and he really hasn't. He's been very inconsistent. There are games where they have been able to run the football, but overall that has been a problem. I will say no to that question until they show me that they can. Maybe tonight they kind of changed my mind, but in the end of the day, I'm not a huge believer in him. Now, they did have a rookie. I can't think of the guy. I can say his name, but I can't. I can think of his name. I can't say
Isaiah Pacheco.
Yeah, but he looked good week 1. But again, they played a junior high football team week 1. This is completely different. This coach is terrible, but he's still much better than what they went up against in week 1 with the worst coach in the NFL and in the whole country in Cliff Kingsbury.
I don't know. Nathaniel Hackett he entered the chat right there. He was pretty awful on Monday night. I've already spoken my piece about him, though.
That's fair.
I'm happy Cliff Kingsbury came up on this show because I did want to talk a little bit about him. If you could find the first coach to be fired in the NFL, there's a prop for that. I don't know, Somich. You're the best at finding those crazy props, so I think he might be the favorite right now. But I know Papa Dude loves Cliff.
Oh yeah. I really do, and I mentioned that the other day. That's my best bet. He's supposed to go in the NFL, but Denver might have a primetime candidate going there.
That was before that game. You said that.
I would assume they'll give Nathaniel Hackett a little bit more rope than they'll give Cliff Kingsbury at this point, since it is his first year coaching. But that was a really putrid debut. I can't remember Tennessee's coach off the top of my head for some reason, but he would be the other one I'd be worried about. Losing to the Giants. And now he's going to get wasted on Monday night. They're going up to Buffalo, going to start out 0-2, and I believe the schedule doesn't get much easier. And then after the bye, they have like a 5-game stretch that includes Kansas City. They're playing all the division winners, so it's like Kansas City, it's the Packers. I mean, it's brutal for them. The Bucks going through that, so they could start the season 1-9, and then he would be out of there pretty quickly. All right, let's talk a little bit of horse racing before we jump into the best bets for the day. We were going to talk about the 7th race at Churchill Downs, which features none other than Gun It and Hidden Scroll. But someone mentioned this in the comments. I kind of wanted to flip it. So we're gonna put Aaron on the spot here. We've got 2 graded stakes to kick off the Aqueduct card. I'm not going to call it the Belmont at the Big A is the stupidest name ever. The Aqueduct card kicks off with the Mean Queen jumping over some hurdles. And then we get Snap Decision, one of the cooler horses out in training right now, who actually won as a flat horse and a jump horse this year already. Aaron, which one of these are you more excited about, and which one is more likely to lose?
Well, first of all, great name, Belmont at the Big A. Love it. That's how I will always refer to this meet. It's incredible. Now,
they actually have stats as BAQ. Like,
here's the deal.
Come on.
Here's the deal. They couldn't call it Aqueduct because it's got such a negative connotation. So they tried to come up with something because it's not Belmont. We should call it Belmont, though. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's big. The question, I think the Mean Queen could lose in this spot because we haven't seen her in a while. It's a first race, for this horse in a while. I think Going Country, the 4 horse, is decent enough to maybe pull an upset. I picked the Mean Queen to win, but if one is going to lose, I would say it's going to be her. And I think the 4 Going Country maybe could pull off the slight upset there. Snap Decision, it's really hard for me to sit here and make a lot of cases against Snap Decision, an incredible 13-length victory last time out. You look at the rest of the horses in that one, I don't know that anybody can really challenge him. So I really don't think either one of them is going to lose. If I was going to go against one, even though I love the Mean Queen, maybe first off the layoff, you can kind of maybe take a shot against her.
Yeah, definitely facing a better field. And like you said, the first off the layoff an issue. And Dennis agrees here. First off the layoff could be a problem. So we'll see if she's able to handle that. She's just an awesome horse. She was phenomenal last year at Saratoga. I love being able to see her. So cool to start out with 2 longer jumping races. Real quick, do you have a pick in that Churchill 7th, Aaron?
Oh my God. The Churchill 7th race is just one of the worst races you'll ever see that has horses that were supposed to be good. It's a mess. Hidden Scrolls in the race, like you said, Gunnett's in the race. I went with Heart Rhythm on top. Just I was staying away from those 2. I don't want to mess with those 2 horses. I took Heart Rhythm, Johnny Court. Let's see if we can take him gate to wire here, like he likes to do. So I put Heart Rhythm, the 6 horse on top. I think Gunnett will hit the board. I mean, you've seen him run enough. He's going to turn for home, and you're going to go, oh, wow, Gunnett's going to win today. And then how he finishes the race is anybody's guess.
Yeah, Gunnett still owes me money from Saratoga, so I'm not very happy with him right now. Hidden Scroll, obviously, we have no idea what we're going to get there, but who knows? Wesley Ward, can he get the horse to run? We'll see. Let's run him to Churchill. So that'd be an interesting race to watch. If nothing else, it could be a very frustrating one to bet. And on that note, let's jump into the best bets of the day here. We'll kick it off with Papa Dude, who I'm pulling this up, and it's not a joke. This is actually happening. So I guess explain yourself, Papa Dude.
Well, now, first of all, I have not lost with the Cardinals as Aaron has. I'm 1-1 with the Cardinals. So I looked at the baseball today. There's nothing really.
Mm-mm.
So you got to go with heavy favorites and then go with the spread. This is a logical. Of course, Aaron's done this before. This bet is logical. It's just logical. They're playing the Reds. The Reds are going nowhere. They're throwing a guy out there that's given up 10 runs in 8 2/3 innings. He's a relief pitcher. So the longest he's lasted in a game is 4 innings. So you're going to get into the Reds bullpen. This is a shitty team, so they probably have a shitty bullpen. I mean, everything this points to nothing. I mean, the Reds are going nowhere. The Cardinals need every win they can get. They're fighting for a better position in the playoffs. They got a pitcher going today that's 6-2 at home, 2.23 ERA at home. He's steady as a rock. He's not great. That worries me a little bit because Cincinnati can score some, so that worries me some. But he's made 29 starts, 181 in the 3rd innings, 135 Ks. Come on. They're logical. Sometimes you just got to bet the logical. I was going to go with the Mets, but that's the team that has beat me the most, so I stayed away from the Mets. So, I mean, I don't like the minus 130. We're not going to get much if we win, but surely to God, they're going to beat them by more than or they're going to win by 2, surely.
You'd think so. I felt the same way about the Astros yesterday, and they let me down. On your Mets comment, I actually considered playing the Mets yesterday, and they got beat as well. So they are another one that's tough to get right there. So Papa do going Cardinals minus 1.5. Hopefully we can get a winner out of that one there. We'll go. I'll jump to my best bet real quick. I'm going to go to the Thursday night football game here. And I'm going to play Patrick Mahomes over 16.5 rushing yards. This one specifically is interesting. If you look at Patrick Mahomes in games that matter, he runs the ball. If you look at ones he doesn't run the ball. In his last 12 division games, he's gone over the rushing total 10 of the 12 times. He went over the rushing total both times against San Diego last year with 44 and 32 yards. The rushing total is 16.5. On top of that, you've got Mack and Bosa, who are going to bring the heat on the outside. It's going to give him plenty of opportunities to scramble outside of that pocket. They're going to move him around. I expect you're going to see Mahomes get 4 to 5 carries. If he gets 4 or 5 carries and breaks one of them, he's going to get over the 16.5 total. So give me Mahomes over 16.5 rushing yards tonight. Slim, you're a player prop guy. What do you think of that one?
Love it. Absolutely love it. It's a really good one, especially with Bosa coming at him all day. He's going to be scrambling.
We'll keep it going with the player props here. Slim throwing out a same game parlay, trying to make us a winner for the week. The first time on the show. Yeah, these two didn't know about this. We haven't had many plus 970s that are dropping bombs here.
Oh.
Slim,
I'm going for it.
How you're going to make $1,000 for us tonight?
I'm going for it. This is my first appearance on the show. And I said, well, this is the thing. There's a free $10 bet on FanDuel tonight. And that's a 3-way parlay, 3-part parlay. So I said, you know what? Throw this in there for the 10 bones and see if you can make 100 back. And MVS is Marquez Valdez Scantling. It says MCS there, but that means MVS. I got a typo on the screen. But so 45.5 yards, you're thinking, all right, how is he going to get over 45.5 yards? Well, if you remember in 2020, MVS led the league in yards per reception at 20.9 yards per catch. He ran a 4.3740 when he entered the league in 2018. So I'm looking for that explosiveness tonight. As you said, it wasn't really needed in the first game. Arizona was a joke. The defense was a joke. So he had only 4 catches for 44 yards, but he was involved. I have a video on the website that I talk more about MVS and my love for him today. So you check that out on a website. So I think he's going to break one. Hopefully he breaks one for a touchdown. And then on the other side of the ball, Mike Williams, as Aaron alluded to earlier, Keenan Allen is out tonight with a hamstring. That is going to hopefully really put the spotlight on Mike Williams to be the number one and come through here against Kansas City. And we've seen Kansas City give up a lot of yards to big quarterbacks last year. So hopefully it continues here where Herbert sees him and, hits Mike Williams for a touchdown, either with a bomb. I think both of these guys have bomb potential in a game that should open up. And I'm not worried if I don't see it in the first half, because in the second half, on both sides of the ball, they're going to be opening up, and hopefully both of these guys score and MVS goes over.
This is an interesting one. When I saw what you sent, I liked it. Obviously, Keenan Allen out makes Mike Williams a lot more valuable. You see a lot of Eckler and Williams tonight. MVS, you're going to see San Diego really target Kelsey. They've got 2 of the better safeties in the NFL, including one of the better cover safeties in the NFL. They're going to try and take Kelsey out of this game as much as possible. That means Juju Smith-Schuster and Marquez Valdez-Scantling are going to be the 2 guys who are most likely going to see a lot of the passes, as well as Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And holy crap, I did not realize how many 3-letter names we had here from Kansas City until I started trying to rattle those puppies off. So I like that. Hopefully we can get that one home. That'd be a hell of a way.
Wow.
That's a winning week right there. That's a winning week if we can catch that puppy. I love it.
Yeah.
Got to swing sometimes.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen. All right, Aaron, you got one more best bet for us here. You're going back to that Mahomes passing bank. I like it.
I kind of feel like an idiot now. I saw this. I was like, plus 105. That's a solid bet for this show. And Slim comes in with a 10-1 shot, basically. So
A long shot.
that's all right. Listen, he's embarrassed me publicly today, and now I'm just kidding.
He embarrassed me.
I'm just kidding, Slim. It's not a big deal. All right, Mahomes and Herbert over 4.5 touchdown passes tonight combined. So that's the difference. The first day, Murray I can't talk today either. Somich, the last week on Sunday, Murray had to get two touchdowns and Mahomes had to get 2 touchdowns. There was no combination. Today, I saw this as a combo, and I thought this is interesting because we all know Patrick Mahomes, we talked about on the show on Sunday, hey, he might get 3 or 4 easy himself, and that'll be no problem. Well, if he can get 3 or 4 today, then you're talking about Herbert. I mean, say if he gets 4, Herbert's just got to get 1 and you cash it. So I like the combo there. I know Herbert is definitely out or is missing the wide receiver Keenan Allen, but I'm kind of with Slim. I don't think it's going to matter. I will be shocked if he doesn't get 2 or 3 touchdowns. I'll be shocked if Mahomes doesn't get 2 or 3 touchdowns. So I think this is the one tonight that made the most sense for me. I was with Papa Dude. I really don't know what the hell's going to happen, of course, on who's going to win or lose this game. I didn't have a strong opinion. The over-under, I think, is perfect. I think it's going to be right there. And if it gets close to that number, I think I'm going to cash this bet. So plus 105 for this one for me. And let's hope for a lot of touchdowns through the air tonight.
I like it. I think you're definitely going to see Mahomes get passing touchdowns. It's can we get enough from Herbert to get over that 4.5 total? And I think you're going to see points. It's just going to kind of come a little bit later in the game. One more I want to throw out, and I know I may be made fun of if I made this my best bet. I do like the Las Vegas Aces tonight, plus 100 to sweep the WNBA final. So just throwing it out there if anyone wants to pop that.
I didn't know who that was.
Didn't make it the best bet, but we cashed minus 4.5. We threw that out on Twitter 2 days ago. The Aces are just a lot better. So hopefully we can get them home as well. All right. That's going to do it for our show, but I'm going to have to do a little rundown of what we got going on here today. First off, Aaron, you want to tell us a little bit about Do 2 Bet Sports, when you guys are going to be on?
Yeah, we're going to be on at 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern tonight, and we will run down every game in the NFL and then all the ranked games in college football. Papa Dude, you'll have your top 10, top 15 as well, games to play?
Yes. Yeah, I'm working on that right now.
Yeah, so we'll have a lot of content covering the big football this weekend. We'll also talk about this game a little bit. Like, spoiler alert, we neither have strong opinions on this one, but we'll give all our big opinions on the football week coming up.
And Blinkers off?
Blinkers off. It'll be this afternoon at some point before the Magic Mike show. Not sure when. And I know we're going to cover the Woodbine Mile extensively, and then we've got 6 other races that we'll rapid fire through. So a lot of stakes races going on, Churchill Downs, Woodbine, and we'll be there to cover, and Belmont, of course, at the Big A, and we'll be able to cover all of those as well.
I love it. Magic Mike show, 5 o'clock. We're going to be covering the late pick 5 from what I'm going to call this. I love this, from Royal Aqueduct on Saturday's card. So we're covering late pick 5 at 5 o'clock. And then Slim, tell us a little about Slim and Somobomb Thursday night halftime Betapalooza.
The Betapalooza. Week 2, we're going to be talking all about it. The Thursday night football game tonight, everyone's going to be watching it. When it goes to halftime, go to the Racing Dudes YouTube channel and turn us on. Late night. Turn us on late night. Why not? With Samo and Slim, I'm going to give out at least 2 of my best player prop picks of the weekend. And Samo, you're going to hand out you're 1-0 on this Betapalooza, so you're going to give out a straight line bet, right?
We're 2-0. We had the second half there with the Bills laying the 1.
That's
so
right,
that was an easy winner. And then we had the Giants plus 6.5, and that got a little sweaty in the first half, but ended up being an easy winner. So make sure you check us out at halftime of Thursday Night Football's game. We'll be back on here. We'll be talking about the first half. We're giving out best bets for the weekend in the NFL from a prop perspective. My boy Slim down there, I'll talk about my best bet for the week, and we'll talk about our second half bet. So make sure you join us at halftime as well. All right, let's run through the bets here. We've got Slim going with a nice little same-game parlay. MVS over 45.5 yards and scores a touchdown, with Mike Williams scoring a touchdown plus 970. Papa Dude heading back to that Cardinals ATM, going Cardinals minus 1.5, minus 130. Aaron taking over 4.5 touchdown passes from Mahomes and Herbert combined, plus 105. I'm going to go Mahomes over 16.5 rush yards / Las Vegas Aces. Weekly record, 2-1 so far, up $73 for the year. Up $2,523 off a $100 base unit. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. We will see you all day on this channel. You're going to get sick of us, so make sure you just hang out here. Just leave it up. We'll be back soon. We'll see you again tomorrow for Do 2 Bet Daily. And don't forget, tomorrow's noon. So noon, no problem. All right, take care, everybody.